Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Elevate with C&M Coaching. My name's Maggie. Hope y'all had a great Thanksgiving, and thank you so much for joining us here today. I've been traveling nonstop, and then I came back and I was sick because when you travel that much and shake that many hands and go through that many airports and talk to that many people, you are bound to pick up some germs. So I couldn't even record anything last week. So I am back, and today I have got something super special for you. So I am going to play for you a decline call that one of our clients made. This is an outbound phone call to a customer. Now, the cool thing about this is not only are you guys going to get to hear this phone call, but Bree, who took this phone call, is also going to be on our podcast on Friday. So she's going to be our special guest. So you're going to hear directly from her how she handles these type of situations, what she thinks about these types of situations, and how she has come to master the process that we have trained her on. And I thought that it would be really cool to do two podcasts this week since I've been gone and start by playing a call where she has a customer that she just couldn't help so that you can hear an example of how this can be done properly, professionally, but also still efficiently, because we don't want to run applications on customers that we know that we can't help. And I think this is going to be a great example of that. So let's check it out.
Hello?
Hi there.
Yes, this is she.
Hi, Jen. This is Bree calling in. I hope I'm catching you at a good time. The reason for my call is to thank you for giving us the opportunity to earn your business. And I see you were online looking at our financing options. Is that correct?
So she has done a great job so far here. This is the perfect introduction. This is exactly how we taught her to do this. She's in control of the conversation. She didn't pause too much, and then she stops to ask a question to allow the customer to provide some feedback and input.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, our process here is very simple, and we would be happy to help you get into a vehicle. Let me start by telling you a little bit about our program here. Now, our in-house financing is quick, easy, and approved by us. We specialize in helping customers with less than perfect or no credit get into a vehicle. We have interest rates as low as 4.9%, and most of our vehicles have 3-year breakdown protection plans available. Now, I just have a few questions for you to see how we can help you out here.
This is perfect. This tells the customer everything that they would need to know if they're trying to choose between Bree's store and her competitors.
Who would be driving the vehicle?
It would be me.
Okay, and do you have a valid driver's license?
Yes.
Perfect. And what city and state do you live in? Okay, and how long have you lived at your current address?
About 3, almost 4 years.
All right, awesome. Would you happen to have a piece of mail with your name and your address you could bring in?
Yeah.
It can be
Where
any
do you
piece
guys
of mail.
locate at?
We're in.
Okay, well, at least that's close.
Do you have a reliable source of income?
Yes. I mean, I have a job. I just started, but I haven't got a paycheck yet.
Okay, I got you. Where do you currently work?
It's called.
And you said you just started. How often are you paid? Is it weekly, biweekly?
So it's likely that because this customer just started a job, that she may not get qualified. Now, there's other things here that could factor into that. If she left that job for another job and there was no lapse of employment, things along those lines. However, you'll notice here that what Bree is doing is she is asking her questions. Instead of immediately dismissing the customer, knowing she doesn't have a lot of job time, she's continuing with her questions to build value in a relationship with this customer, but also determine if there might be some hidden factors here that might allow us to finance with the customer. So she's doing a great job as far as engagement is concerned.
They said weekly.
Weekly, okay. Do you know what your average monthly take-home will be?
It depends on, I guess, my cases. So not really.
Okay. I got you, no problem. So once you have that information, if you could let me know, but I mean, so far everything looks good. We would just have to know what your net monthly income would be, and then we would need at least one pay stub to get you approved for financing. Do you know when you'll receive your first pay stub?
I actually have a job tomorrow, so, but I mean, I would probably do it like next Friday. I mean, I can always ask my the manager about it.
Okay, yeah, if you want to ask them, or if you even have like a hire letter or something stating how much you'll make, that would be helpful as well. But I will make note of everything. And do you happen to have a pencil or something to write with so I can give you some information?
So she didn't flat out say, hey, you're declined, we can't help you. She said, these are the things that we need in order to determine how and if we can help you. This is exactly what you want to do. You want to take that opportunity to still make them feel valued. You want them to come to you when they have this information, not call the next guy down the road. And that may happen in the meantime. This customer might find somebody that doesn't care if she has proof of income, but chances are she's going to need another car within the next 3 months if she does find that person, because it's probably not going to be the same quality of vehicles as this store is selling. So this is exactly what you want to do. There's a clear path here as to what this customer needs in order to get themselves hopefully approved by this store. And now she's about to give out her contact information so the customer knows who she spoke with and who she can get back in touch with.
I'm kind of driving, so it's like...
Oh, well, if you're driving, don't worry about it. I'm just going to send you a text message that has my name and my contact information in it.
Okay.
You can call or text me on that phone number. And then can you confirm your email address for me? Perfect. I got it. And I'm not sure if you're familiar with, but we're right off about 2 miles south from Costco.
So this is perfect. She texted over her direct contact information so the customer has it. She verified the customer's email address so that she can communicate with the customer. And now she gave her directions just in case the customer is able to get this information and then chooses to just show up. This is something so many people skip. They just think, well, I can't help them. Why would I give them our address? Well, what happens if she gathers this information and drives past 3 other Buy Here, Pay Here stores on the way looking for you because she doesn't know where to go, and she doesn't end up at your store? So this is very smart on Bree's part. Awesome job.
I will go ahead and save all this information, and if you can work on getting that information for me from your job, and then let me know.
Can I like take a picture of it or?
Yeah, you can take it. I'll text you from my direct number, and then I'll also send you my email. That way you have all of that. And then if I don't hear from you in a few days, I'll go ahead and follow up with you. But yes, feel free to send that.
Very clear expectations. Great follow-up plan here. Super job.
To me once you receive it, okay?
I got a question.
Yeah.
Can you do like a co-signer?
We do co-signers, but we have kind of strict guidelines for co-signers. They have to be a parent or a legal spouse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Laura. You just send that stuff to me, and
yes.
I'll get it to you.
Yes, ma'am. I'll get that information sent over to you now.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, and have a good evening.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
So again, this was a really good job on her part. This is very simple to do. All you have to do is show a little bit of empathy. You know, she got through the whole entire rapport building process. She's asking those pre-qualification questions to make sure the customer was a good fit. And even though she had some sort of an idea that it might not work out great or she didn't necessarily have perfect proof of income at this time, she still put a plan in place. And I've heard so many phone calls where this is done wrong. You know, you ask them the first question and they say no, and they say, well, I can't help you then. And you don't want to treat customers that way, especially if you want them to either refer other people to you or actually come to you when they do get the necessary information so that they can move forward with financing. So I'm really excited to talk to Bree later this week and, you know, really get her feedback, and maybe we can even ask her what happened in this call, if she got that customer on the phone or what happened with that. But I think the key thing here to remember is anybody can do this. All it takes is a little bit of practice, dedication, a little bit of knowledge about your store, and really believing in your ability to have a successful phone call. And she possesses all of those skills. This phone call is great. And kudos to Coach Robin for working with Bree, and kudos to Bree and also, you know, her management team at the store who's very supportive of her. All of those things come together to create a successful phone call. Whether you can help the customer or not, this is still a successful phone call, even though she couldn't sell something to this customer this very minute. That doesn't change anything. So when you have a good supportive management team, you have a good coach, and you have somebody who is dedicated and actually cares a lot about the business directly, you get phone calls like this. So great job, Bree. We'll be back on Friday to have a chat with her, and I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you so much for joining us here on this episode of Elevate with C&M Coaching. I hope you enjoyed this decline call, and I will see you on Friday.